Hello everyone, welcome to Elitesgrid. So we are back with another question on Parajumbles that came in CAT 2022 in the third slot. So let's start the question. So this is the question that is given to us. And these are the four sentences that we have, which we have to arrange in a proper sequence so that we get a coherent paragraph. So the first one is, the more we are able to accept that our achievements are largely out of our control, the easier it becomes to understand that our failures and those of others are too. So this line is telling us that, if we accept this, we embrace this fact that everything, when it comes to our achievements is not in our hands, but there are factors which are beyond our control. So, similarly, our failures will also be beyond our control, and not just for us, but for others too. So this sentence, is talking about कि हर एक चीज अचीवमेंट अगर हम ऐसे एक्सेप्ट कर ले कि अचीवमेंट जो है अगर हमारे कंट्रोल के बाहर है और तो मतलब फेलियर्स भी बाहर ही है सो वी डोंट हैव टू ब्लेम आवरसेल्व्स फॉर इट और ऐसे ही औरों को ब्लेम करने की भी जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. For example, when somebody is late, when we are late, we always blame the traffic. But when somebody else is late, then we blame that the person himself is responsible for it. But maybe genuinely there was a problem with traffic. So, if we understand कि कुछ चीजें हमारे control के बाहर है, then we are able to understand the reasons for others' failures as well. Second, but the RAF. Now, one thing you have to see here is that this but. Now, when I talk about but will always come when we are talking about something which is opposite to the thing which we have already talked before. So इसका मतलब ये sentence जो है ये उस sentence के बाद आएगा जिस इस sentence में जो information दी है जो पहले वाले sentence के opposite होगी. So the information that this sentence is containing will be opposite to the information the sentence which will come before this sentence will be having. So इतना समझ में आ सकता है कि this is going to be after something, so it cannot be in the beginning. But the raft of recent books about the limits of merit is an important correction to the arrogance of contemporary entitlement and an opportunity to reassert the importance of luck or grace in our thinking. So this sentence is telling us that there are, limitations of merit, there are certain limits of merit, or, that is very important. Certain books, have told about this, and this is very important to control, to correct the arrogance that people can have, once they achieve something. So abhi मुझे लगता है कि सब कुछ उनकी वजह से हुआ है, everything, all the 100% of success is because of them only, which leads to arrogance. But then, there are certain books which are telling us कि नहीं, 100% it is not merit, there are limits to it. And then, there are other things like luck, grace, blessings, which are important in our success as well. So this is telling us, so let's just highlight the things, these sentences are talking about so that it will be easier later on. So the first one is talking about how achievements are out of control and of others. Failures as well can be out of their control. The second one is talking about, first of all, but is very important here. The second one is talking about the limits on merit, that, how arrogance has to be corrected. And there are certain factors like luck and grace, which are also very important. Then we're coming to third sentence, which is talking about meritocracy. What is the meaning of meritocracy? Where people who are in the decision-making role, they're selected on the basis of merit. So meritocracy as an organizing principle is an inevitable function of a free society, as we are designed to see our achievements as worthy of reward. So, it's a very general sentence which is telling us that, in any free society, meritocracy is inevitable. It will, on its own, it will just happen because normally when somebody achieves something, we're supposed to reward him. तो अपने आप ऐसे होगा जो ज्यादा मेरिट होंगे वो अपने आप ही पावर में आते जाएंगे, एंड इन अ फ्री सोसाइटी दैट इज वेरी कॉमन टू हैपन. सो इट इज टॉकिंग अबाउट सम पॉजिटिव एस्पेक्ट ऑफ मेरिटोक्रेसी. जो पहले के दो सेंटेंसेस थे, देखो, दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट नेगेटिवली अबाउट मेरिट, कि सब कुछ मेरिट ही नहीं होता है. देयर आर फैक्टर्स व्हिच आर बियॉन्ड आवर कंट्रोल, देयर आर फैक्टर्स दैट आर बियॉन्ड मेरिट. बट थर्ड इज टॉकिंग अबाउट समहाउ द पॉजिटिव एस्पेक्ट ऑफ मेरिट. Fourth, and that in turn. Now, one thing, and is used to join two things which are similar to each other. So and is used to join two sentences which will have same meaning or similar meaning. So but is used to show contrast, to show contradiction, but and will be used to show the similarity in the meaning, or when we're continuing the same opinion. So and will be used after that. That means ये भी first पे नहीं आएगा, इससे पहले कोई और बात कही गई है और उसको ही आगे continue हमने किया and से. So this will also not come in the beginning. And that in turn should increase our humility and the respect with which we treat our fellow citizens, helping ultimately to build a more compassionate society. So and that in turn, we don't know what is that here, but कुछ ऐसी बात है जिसके बाद ये sentence आएगा जिसको हम refer कर रहे हैं through that. So that thing, this will increase the humility and respect we have for other citizens, and that will lead to a compassionate society. What is compassion? Compassion is like sympathy only, but a more intense feeling. Like in sympathy, you will only feel pity about the person. You will definitely feel pain for the other person. But being compassionate means that you put yourself into the shoes of others, and you try to help the person. So this is compassionate society. So you're putting yourself in the shoes of others, and then you are trying to help them. So this sentence is telling us about how you will have more humility and respect for others, and we will have a compassionate society. And the third one was talking about meritocracy, how it is inevitable in a free society. It's a general thing. So now let's start arranging them. Now the easiest way would be to start with this word but and. अब ये इससे पता चल जाएगा कि ये दोनों वर्ड शुरू में नहीं आएंगे, because you have to join a sentence which is opposite to the sentence this but is connecting to. तो अब but वाला sentence क्या बोल रहा है, इसमें जो meaning है उसका opposite meaning हमें देखना पड़ेगा. तो but is actually talking about limits of merit, कि merit नहीं होता somehow कि negative aspect of merit, उसके अलावा भी कुछ चीजें होती हैं. तो we have to look for a sentence that is not talking negatively about merit, क्योंकि ये तो नेगेटिव में है. अब फर्स्ट भी नेगेटिव ही बोल रहा है कि मेरिट, सब कुछ मेरिट नहीं होता, देयर आर थिंग्स व्हिच आर आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल. तो ये सेकंड के ऑपोजिट तो नहीं है. तो सेकंड के फर्स्ट तो ऑपोजिट नहीं है. Third is talking about meritocracy is inevitable. Yes, it is somehow supporting कि meritocracy ही होनी चाहिए. तो third तो opposite है. Second is talking negatively कि about merit, कि merit ही सब कुछ नहीं होता है. There are other things also. But third is say कि merit तो inevitable है, वो तो indispensable है, वो तो आएगा ही society में अपने आप ही merit वाले लोग ही power में आने लगेंगे. Fourth is talking about how it will increase our humility and respect. ये कुछ merit से related बात ही नहीं कर रहा है. तो fourth is also not the answer. तो second के साथ सिर्फ third ही pair हुआ, क्योंकि जो second और third का meaning ही एक दूसरे से contrast में है. फर्स्ट और फोर्थ नहीं हो सकता, सेकंड और थर्ड ही होगा. तो मतलब पहले थर्ड आ रहा है और फिर उसको कॉन्ट्रडिक्ट कर रहा है सेकंड, क्योंकि बट सेकंड में तो सेकंड बाद में आएगा. तो दिस इज अ पेयर, डेफिनेटली थर्ड के बाद सेकंड है. नाउ एंड अब हमें देखना है जो फोर्थ में है एंड, मतलब अब ये फर्स्ट के साथ है या किसके साथ है. देखो थर्ड के बाद तो सेकंड आ गया, तो ये सेकंड के बाद है या ये फर्स्ट के बाद है. नाउ दिस फोर्थ इज टॉकिंग अबाउट a compassionate society. What is compassion? When you put yourself into the shoes of others and then you try to feel what they're feeling and try to help them. So first we are talking about understanding others' failures. We are of course understanding our achievements and failures, but we are understanding those of others too. We are talking about others also here, कि बाकी लोगों के failure के पीछे क्या वजह थी वो हमें पता चल जाएगा. So somewhere this is talking about compassion only, that you are able to understand why others are not getting what they want to, and why we are finding the reasons for their failures. So fourth and first are definitely connected to each other. और बाकी सेकंड में तो इतना अदर्स के बारे में बात नहीं हो रही है. फर्स्ट और फोर्थ में ही हम बात कर सकते हैं. तो फर्स्ट और फोर्थ आर कनेक्टेड टू ईच अदर, और उसमें भी एंड इज कमिंग लेटर ऑन. तो फर्स्ट पहले है और फोर्थ बाद में है, कि द मोर वी आर एबल टू एक्सेप्ट द अचीवमेंट्स, कि हमारे बाहर होती है सक्सेस और फेलियर, दोनों बाहर होती है हमारे कंट्रोल के, एंड नॉट जस्ट फॉर अस बट फॉर अदर्स ऑल्सो. एंड if that is the case, then we will have, if that is the case, then we will be able to be more compassionate towards others. Otherwise हम सारा blame दूसरों पे ही लगा देंगे. You're late because of your your own reasons, not because of traffic. But it is possible that there can be reasons beyond that person's control, maybe like traffic. So if we understand that the entire blame is not to be faced by that person, but there are factors beyond his control, then we will be more compassionate towards him. So after first we will have fourth sentence. अब इन दोनों पेयर्स में से हमें देखना है कि कौन सा पहले आएगा. देखो फर्स्ट थिंग इज we remember that we will talk about general thing first and then specific thing, and another thing that we mention a thing exists and then only we talk about its details. So remember that here as well. Now हम पूरा पैसेज किस बारे में बात कर रहे हैं कि मेरिट होता है, उसके अलावा भी फैक्टर्स होते हैं, मतलब एवरीथिंग इज नॉट मेरिट, देयर आर फैक्टर्स अदर देन मेरिट एज वेल. तो सारा मेरिट मेरिट से बात करें तो स्टार्टिंग में पहले मेरिटोक्रेसी उसके बारे में बात करें. इट्स अ जनरल थिंग कि इट विल बी देयर, इट इज इनएविटेबल इन अ फ्री सोसाइटी. अब हम पूरी बात कर लेंगे, उसके बाद करेंगे कि मेरिटोक्रेसी एक फ्री सोसाइटी में एग्जिस्ट करती है, नहीं ना. वी हैव टू फर्स्ट टेल दैट इट एग्जिस्ट एंड देन वी विल टेल दैट दैट्स नॉट एवरीथिंग, देयर आर मेनी थिंग्स बियॉन्ड दैट आल्सो. So third, ideally should come before. It's very general. It is the theme upon which other sentences are based. They're talking about thing which is being introduced in this sentence. And second भी पहले ही आना चाहिए. क्यों? Because in second we are talking about, हमने first time mention किया कि merit ही सब कुछ नहीं होता, उसके अलावा भी we have other factors like luck, grace. And then we are saying कि ठीक है, so we have to accept कि things are out of control. There are other factors जो हमारे beyond भी हैं. तो पहले हमने मेंशन किया और बाद में बताया कि there are other things, so हमें सिर्फ उन पे फोकस नहीं करना चाहिए खुद पे. There are other things also, and in others' life also there can be such causes which are beyond their control. So first we are mentioning it here. So that is why this pair should come before first and fourth. So the ideal sequence would be third, second, first and fourth. And if we want to check the coherent, whether the paragraph is coherent or not, we can check it here itself. Like first is the third one. So we are just introducing कि meritocracy एक society में अपने आप आती है, मतलब it is inevitable, वो होगी ही होगी, you can't stop it, it will be there, it is a function of free society. Free society होगी तो meritocracy उसमें आ ही जाएगी. So we are just introducing the existence of meritocracy, कि meritocracy कैसे exist करती है. फिर द नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस इज सेकंड. तो सेकंड में हम बात कर रहे हैं बट सब कुछ यही नहीं है. There are other things also. There are certain books which are telling us कि only merit is not there. Other things like luck and grace are also there. ठीक है. Then we have next sentence which is first. So first में हम बात कर रहे हैं कि then हमने बता दिया कि other factors हैं. अब other factors से हम बात कर रहे हैं कि how what is the consequence of those factors, कि things are beyond, everything is not in our hands. So other factors हैं, तो there are things which are out of our control. And then things, when you understand not just things are out of control from our hands but from others as well, others as well, then we are talking about the fourth one, that we will have a compassionate society. Compassionate society, because compassionate society means that, what is compassion? That you understand the other person's situation, you put yourselves into the shoes of others. और हम यहाँ पर भी कह रहे हैं कि you will be able to understand the failures of other, है ना. Understanding others is compassion only. तो ये सब linked है. meritocracy से meritocracy, फिर यहाँ other factors से other factors, फिर अदर आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल होते हैं कॉजेस, उसकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग से कंपैशन. सो द एंटायर पैराग्राफ इज कोहेरेंट. सो आंसर इज थर्ड, सेकंड, फर्स्ट एंड फोर्थ. So this was the answer, but before we end the video, we have another question for you. Now this is a question from CAT 2021, because the 2022 questions are over now. So please attempt this and let us know the answer in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot for watching it.